Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am coming today to share my Sephora haul and also get ready using the products that I got. So what I'm going to do at the very beginning is show you the products that I don't use for this look, and then obviously you'll see the other products as I show you this look. So real quickly, let me show you the products that I'm not going to use on my face today. Obviously, I'm not going to use the Cinema Secrets All Natural Brush Soap. I have not used this yet. I'm not quite done with my Sephora one, but they were out of the Sephora one, so I decided to get this. This has a very fresh scent to it. It's got decent reviews, so I'm excited about that. I have swatches all over my hands, sorry. I did get, very last minute, one of the Fenty cream blushes. I have not tried it yet. I know they have mixed reviews. I got the color Summertime Wine, which is so pretty. I almost hate to dig into cream blushes like right away because I love that glossy, smooth finish they have. So I will be trying that one out soon. I got this on a whim. This was actually part of one second order that I placed for two things. And this is the Lawless Lucid Skin Highlighter in Afternoon Delight. This was already on sale for like $27. So it's a little off-centered in my pan. But I decided to get that because it was such a good deal. And I'm always looking for, cleaner options. Let me see if you can see with all the swatches. Here's the thing. You're not going to really be able to see it. I used it yesterday. It's very natural looking. It doesn't look like it would be in the pan, but it actually really is. It was very pretty. I was glad that I got that. I got the RMS set that I had talked about on my wish list. So this has 3 products. One is the balm that I used in the video, the lip balm. This is the Lost Angel Ethereal Duo. So it's got the Lost Angel blush, which I had separately on my loves list for a while. So it's great that I get to try it this way. The Midnight Hour Luminizing Powder, which I have the Grand Dame. I don't have the Midnight Hour. So that was another reason I wanted to get that. It also comes with this lip to cheek cream product in the color Lost Angel as well. And this is so gorgeous. I can't wait to use this on my lips and my cheeks. It's just my kind of color. So I'm excited about that little trio set. 2 more things. I got the Smith's Rosebud Salve lip balm. I got a lip balm in one of my detox boxes that I absolutely love. It's from a brand called Spa Ritual. It's in a twist up little lip balm tube, and I'm almost out of it because I've just used that so much. I needed another one before I decided whether I was going to spend $26 on a lip balm, which is how much the Spa Ritual one cost. So I got this one instead. I've used this one before. I mean, it's great. I didn't want one I had to stick my finger in. So, it was $8. It's good. I got my eye makeup remover too, but it's already downstairs. And then finally, I got the Jo Malone London Vetiver and Golden Vanilla Cologne Intense that I had told y'all that I was going to get. This smells amazing. Okay? Do not get me wrong. It smells amazing. But it also smells exactly like, I don't think I've ever smelled a perfume dupe this close before to my Replica by the Fireplace. Like, exactly. At least on my skin. And even when I smelled it, like, after I sprayed it, it's the exact same thing. So if you have the Replica by the Fireplace, you absolutely do not need this. If you have smelled the Replica by the Fireplace and don't like it, you're not going to like this. So I just wanted to let y'all know that. Definitely the biggest dupe of perfumes that I've ever smelled. So that's everything that I got that I'm not going to talk about in the video. So I'm going to switch on over to a bare face and let's go ahead and do this look. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this face. Get some makeup on it. So I have done my brows and primed my eyes. Let's go ahead and start on the complexion. So the only complexion product that I got was the Clinique Moisture Surge Sheer Tint Hydrator Broad Spectrum SPF 25. So this is a new product. I got the color Universal Light Medium. Now, when I first looked at the ingredient list, it didn't have the sunscreen ingredients listed separately, and I thought that it was all mineral sunscreen, and it's not. It is octinoxate, octosalate, titanium dioxide, and zinc oxide. I prefer all mineral sunscreen, and I wish they would have separated it. I guess I just didn't look at the ingredient list well enough. So this is, again, universal light medium, but y'all are going to see, I don't think this is light medium. I feel like that's more of like a medium shade. Is that just me? I don't know, but I have only applied this with my fingers because I just felt that that worked best. I mean, I feel like that's medium. This is reminiscent to me of the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue in texture because it has almost that like gel consistency to it. It dries down a lot faster though. Like as I'm rubbing it in, it kind of feels like the MAC Face and Body does as you rub that in. If you've ever used that and you rub it in, which I personally think is the best way to apply it, it gets like that really tacky feeling to it. That's kind of like this does. So it's not a ton of time to work with it before it starts getting pretty tacky. Now some people are going to like that because it's not going to slide all over your face. Some people aren't going to like that. I don't really care either way. I'm just stating all the details to give to y'all. So this, and see how right here, so this is what I found the first time that I tried it on. It got on my neck. It's pretty patchy down there, but it's right here. It's like super patchy. So look, as I rub it in, see, it almost rubs off, which is not good to me. So even though I think fingers blend it in the best, you know, it has a little bit of a learning curve in application, and you just got to be careful. When I edit, I always go back and see like big patch marks that, like right here, that I didn't see on camera. So sorry if those are visible. So I'm hoping as it sinks in, it's not going to look as muddy as it does upon first application. But I mean, y'all, it is not the prettiest on dry down. And I'll tell you, I didn't love the way, I mean, it just picked up a huge amount of product right here when I put my brush over it. I didn't love the way that it wore either, to be quite honest. Like it just kind of looked sweaty throughout the day. Not necessarily luminous, but kind of sweaty. I'm going to put some of this Tarte bronzer on my neck because I just feel not right. I did not get a new concealer, even though this was on my wish list in a different color. But this is probably ranked as #1 favorite concealer at the moment, so I'm just going to use this. It's the Kosas Revealer Concealer. Hope it can remedy some of this patchiness going on. I think Chad, like we both could not sleep this morning. It's Sunday morning. It's super early. It's before our church streams online. Can I just tell you how much I cannot wait to go back to church? This is killing me. But we started a movie yesterday and didn't finish it. And I think he's down there watching it. I'm going to kill him if he is. He is. I can tell. I can tell by what he's watching. I'm going to text him. I'm surprised you can't hear it. Our bedroom is like right below this room. I can't believe he's watching that movie. All right, we're going to let that sink in and we're going to start on eyes. So the only eyeshadow palette that I got was, I ended up going with the new Drama 2 palette. I just felt like if you saw my wish list video that the Artist Couture was so similar to the Mario palette that I just really did not need it. I don't need this one at all. But this is the Nude Drama 2, again, palette by Bobbi Brown. I have used this once. And if I'm going to be quite honest, now, first of all, let me tell you, this is not going to be like a slam video on all these products because the rest of the products that I'm using, I actually really like. And I just haven't decided on this yet because I wasn't overly impressed by the first look that I did. It almost looked like I used this color, and this color, and it almost just looked like one color by the time I was done with it. You know how sometimes you can do looks where they just kind of mud into each other? Kind of how I felt that looked. So let's see if this one's any different. I'm going to go in with this color right here, which is called Blondie, which they do sell in like regular single eyeshadow, I think. And I love Bobbi Brown eyeshadows. Do not get me wrong. Y'all know I've talked about the palette that I put together myself in my bridal kit that I use all the time on my clients. This is the BK Beauty 201 brush. You would think I would have these brushes memorized. I can't ever remember the names. So this one is applying a little bit better than the last time I did a crease color. Like I really had to build that one up. This one's going a little bit better. I will tell you, this color is not near as pigmented as I A, thought it would be, or B, wanted it to be. And I will tell you that this right here, as I'm looking at the shade names, is supposed to be Antique Rose. Antique Rose is one of my very favorite shadows as a single, and I find that the single performed a lot better than this one, which I find overall happens with palettes. I feel like the singles just perform better. Let's go in with Champagne Toast, this middle color up here. I'm going to lay that down first, and then I'm going to go over with one of those sparkle shadows. I think I pointed to this color before, and it was really the white color that I used last time. So I did not use this color last time. This is, they call it a metallic shadow, but to me it's just a real nice shimmer. It's not necessarily metallic. When I think metallic, I think like in your face shimmer. I don't feel like that with this. Okay, and now I'm going to put a little bit of something on the outside corner. I'm going to go into this one called Mahogany. Is that right? No. This one's called Rich Caviar. So that super dark one right there. And this is an Alter Ego number 6 brush. And I'm just going to put just a little bit. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with Showstopper Chrome Metal Eyeshadow. So these three, that one and this one, are kind of like eyeshadow toppers. Kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury ones, the Tom Ford ones, how they kind of have that eyeshadow topper. That's kind of like what this is. So it's not, I feel like it needs to be used with a finger, and it's not overly opaque. But you can kind of get that idea. And then top that on the lid. I do find with shadows like this, using it with your finger, but then sliding it across the eye is going to give the best pigmentation versus tapping it. So another kind of test will be is if these topper shadows fall throughout the day. Because I've tried some that stay put and they're excellent, and then I've tried some where halfway through the day I have sparkles all under my eyes, which is just not the look that I'm going for. So we're going to try that out, but that's the look that I'm going to do. I mean, it's okay. I just don't envision myself reaching for it a lot, this palette in general, because it just, to me, it doesn't live up to other Bobbi Brown shadows that I've tried. But let's get into something happy, because I promise I'm not going to bash all these products. I'm going to set my under eyes real quick. I didn't buy this at the sale, but I highly recommend it. And I'm going to use a brush. I know I usually use like a sponge or a puff, but I'm going to use a brush because I started using one, I don't know, last week maybe. And just to be able to tell y'all, and it does work just as well as the puff. I really like this under eye setting powder. This is the Wayne Goss number 2 brush. And I got a powder, but it is more of like a finishing powder, so I'll use that later. So I'm just going to lightly set with the RMS Tinted Unpowder and my BK Beauty 102 brush. This RMS powder is a little bit more mattifying on me. So because this Clinique tends to get a little greasy throughout the day, I feel like this is going to be a good match for it. Zeus is down there whining. I don't know what for. He probably wants to go on the bed with Chad. I mean, he can't get on our bed. He cannot jump on our bed. He's too big. But he probably just wants to go lay his big fat head on the side of it and get drool all over the place. That's probably why Chad has the door closed. So let's talk about bronzer. I had the Clinique Pop Bronzer on my wish list. I still may go back and get that one because it looks so good. What's the matter, Bubba? You can come in here. Just don't knock anything over, okay? Can you sit? But you're a good boy. Can you lay down? Lay down? Lay down. But I ended up going with the new Kosas bronzer. Because y'all know how I feel about Kosas. I love everything they bring out. Nobody. No, come on. No, get lay down. You can stay in here, but you gotta lay down. Sorry. I got the new Kosas, what are they called? It doesn't say on here. It just says medium golden bronze. So light was out of stock by the time I placed my order at like 8 o'clock in the morning on the first day. I was thinking about getting medium anyways, and I did. So I did. But I'm telling you, these are very pigmented bronzers, and they are very soft. So it picks up a lot of product when you tap your brush in. So be careful, use a good brush. I used my Refer P22, which I love, but it was almost too much the first day. So I'm going to use my Wayne Goss number 11 and just lightly tap into it and get some on the brush and then start to blend it in. I wish y'all could see him. I don't want to take the camera off because I'll never be able to set it back up the same place, but he is looking at himself in that mirror kind of like, who's this dog in the room with us? So this is, I'll swatch this in a second, but as you could see, it's a baked bronzer. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it. It's definitely not matte by any means. But it's really, really pretty on the face. And I'm telling you, it's a gorgeous eyeshadow. Oh, do you like the way it smells? You like the way it smells? Y'all, this Clinique, it gets patchy when I put stuff on top of it. So this is the bronzer. Obviously, this is a very heavy swatch, but that's the medium shade. All right, let's talk about the highlight that I got. I got a couple highlights, which I guess I've already shown you the other one that I got. This is the Clinique Powder Pop Flower Highlighter in Lunar Pop. Let me just see how pretty that is with all those flowers embossed in it. It's so pretty. This is a very similar. Let me use it, and then I'm going to tell you what it's similar to. What's the matter, buddy? I don't know where I was. This dog. I love him so much, but he distracts me. It's very similar to another highlight that I don't even know if you can get anymore. So I'll tell you in a little bit, but it's really pretty. It's like that baked gelée formula. And if you can see, it's got almost a peachy tone to it, which is my favorite tone of highlighter. If I had to pick, hands down, my favorite undertone, it would be peach. So this might not be anything like it. I'm going to swatch it. Okay, so it's not exactly like it. It's a little bit brighter. So this is the Clinique, and then this is the one I'm going to tell you. I thought it looked exactly like the MAC Postmodernist Peach Extra Dimension. They are very similar on the skin though. So if you weren't able to get the MAC one, which I absolutely love, I do find that this one is very similar. And I do really like that. Now, a couple of blushes. I got the RMS set that I showed you, but I'm going to be using this one that I did get. You gotta lay down, buddy. You're stealing the show. I did end up getting the Dior Rouge Blush in 459 Charnel, which I think last I checked is out of stock now. But I had never had a Dior blush, and after I did my wish list, a lot of people said definitely get the Dior. So I did, and it's really pretty. It's like it's got a little hint of a peach to it, but it's also pretty neutral. So that's the color right there. Really, really pretty. Definitely doesn't have any shimmer in it, but it might have like a slight pretty sheen. It's not anything to be worried about though if you don't like shimmery blushes. Okay, the powder that I got. I did end up getting this YSL Touche Éclat All Over Glow. I have not had a chance to use this to set my face yet because I have been wearing more luminous products. And this does have a nice sheen to it. And I don't want to put that on top of something too luminous. I mean, I guess you could probably wear it as a highlighter, but it's not quite enough for me. So the past couple days I've been using it as a buffing powder kind of in place of my Hourglass. And I like it. I don't think it's any better than the Hourglass. I am excited to try it as a setting powder. Can y'all see that Clinique right there? Patchy, patchy, patchy. And I can't do anything about it. Oh my goodness, y'all. The Clinique is an absolute no-go for me. The YSL. I do like it as a finishing powder. I don't like it, again, as much as my Hourglass, but I will let y'all know as I use this to set, because I know it's got a huge cult following and so many people love it. I'm going to go back into just that one little matte color right here. The blondie color. And smoke out my lower lash line. You see him looking in the mirror? Don't pay attention to all my stuff all over my vanity, but look at him. Oh, come on. Can you say hi? Will you say hi? Y'all, my vanity's a mess. So finally for lips, I'm going to use the balm that comes in that RMS set that I showed you. And this is called Passion Lane. Okay, I used this yesterday. And I did not have anything on my lips. I put it straight on my lips. I hope you can see how much hot pinker it is on the top than it is on the sides. And don't pay attention to my jacked up fingers. That's strange. I wonder if it's got that like stuff that melts with your pH. Okay, so this is the balm. I love the color, but it's not very moisturizing for a balm. Like, it's just a little sticky. So I'm going to top it with a gloss. Do y'all even have to ask? Bare Shimmer by Beauty Counter. But that just makes it feel more moisturizing. But I do really like the color. I think it's a really pretty color. So I'm enjoying that product. So that is the finished look. Overall, I like this look. But I'm going to tell you the two products that you probably could have totally understood that I'm not a fan of are these two products right here, the Clinique and the new Drama 2. I'm really not impressed with how this applies. And I don't hate this by any means. It's just not what I was hoping for. Everything else that I've used, I really enjoy. Hopefully you enjoyed this look and this video. Let me know what your favorite product was that you hauled. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're all staying sane and safe and healthy, and most importantly, that you all go out and have a very blessed day.